Welcome, folks, to your syllabus for English 1301. So this video is going to explain the entire syllabus because that's normally what I would do the first day of class anyways. So I want to make sure you're clear on the syllabus. Always download it, make sure you have it on file, and always check it. It's our universal document for the class. Now I have different English 1301 courses, so I don't want to record the exact same video more than once. It just seemed a little redundant. So your syllabus, when you download it from Blackboard, will have the CRN and it will have your specific office hours when you can meet with me. So that's just a little warning. So this is the syllabus 1301. It's now called Composition 1 for Fall 2020. Like I said, you can call me Miss Maluli or Renee is fine. My email, this is my email address through EPCC, and just note a common overlook that happens is this is the letter L in my email, not the number 1. So it's RMALOOL2. So just be cautious with that. If you email me and I don't respond after more than a day, just double check the email address or just copy and paste it from here and into the Outlook. You can also use Blackboard Mail to email me. I don't like Blackboard Mail. I don't get notified for it as much, so I tend to overlook it. So I like Outlook Mail more, but Blackboard Mail is more than okay. This is through Via Verde, but this class is 100% online through Blackboard instruction, meaning everything you review and submit is through Blackboard. And so we don't meet, this class is asynchronous, meaning we don't meet face-to-face, and we also don't meet for a specific time for class either. I pre-record everything for you all. My office location is through Microsoft Teams. On your Blackboard homepage for my course, there will be a link to click to join Teams. It's pretty easy. Once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy to use. And that is where I'll be for office hours. And like I said, your actual syllabus, so make sure you check the syllabus file for your class so that you can see what time I will be logged in for your class for office hours. Office hours aren't required. They're not mandatory, but they're strongly encouraged for you to drop by if you have any questions. And you can always schedule an appointment to meet with me at a different time. If my office hours don't work with your schedule, that's more than okay. And I have this as a Word document so I can check typos. Alright, so the required textbooks for this class. You need 2 books for this class. The first one is called the Norton Field Guide to Writing with Readings, and it's the 5th edition that you're looking for. It's a green cover book, and it has readings included. This is the ISBN number. Second book is a writer's reference. It's the 9th edition. This is the ISBN number. There's 2 types of books with the writer's reference. Actually, there's a few different ones. This ISBN might take you to a writer's reference with writing about literature. I don't use that part of the book, so if you find a better deal that doesn't include the writing about literature, that's fine. You can just get a writer's reference. You don't have to get the with writing about literature version. However, if some of you all are in a co-rec and you are also taking the INRW course together with 1301, make sure, double check with your INRW instructor. Just verify. And then just to note that digital ebooks are more than okay. You can get the ebook for both of these books if you would rather. Because sometimes when you order, they get back ordered and it takes forever. And a lot of times ebooks have a better deal. Please email me to verify the books before you purchase, just to be on the safe side. Required materials and technology. You need internet connection to review everything on Blackboard and send me emails. You need access to your EPCC Outlook Mail and Blackboard Mail. You need access to Blackboard to submit everything in the class. You need access to Microsoft Teams for virtual office hours. You need access to a computer or a laptop or an iPad. Do not use a cell phone to complete or review major coursework on Blackboard. Unless you're just checking grades or sending an email, that's fine. But a lot of the times if students use phones and they try to click on links, they don't download. So just be careful with that. You need Microsoft Word to type your essays on and to complete other coursework. You need to use Google Chrome, Firefox, or Safari only as a web browser. Do not use Internet Explorer because it's very slow. Sometimes files don't download, sometimes links don't work. So these are all free downloads. If you click these links, I also have them on our Blackboard course. There's an easy download for them. Save all of your work, all of your Word documents as PDF files or docx only. PDF is preferred, but it's not really. In fact, I'm going to actually just delete that. DocX is more than okay. And if you don't know how to do that, I have links here and also on Blackboard as well to show you. It's recommended, it's not required, but it's recommended that you get a USB or some kind of flash drive to save your work, because I would hate for you to be working on a project, working on an essay, and your computer crashes, or you lose the file, or something gets overridden. It's happened to me before, trust me. So there's nothing I can do, there's nothing you can do, you have to start over. So save your work somewhere, on iCloud, on a USB flash drive, even if you have to just email files to yourself to back up. Just back up your work somehow. Overall course requirements, I'll let you read these on your own, but overall the course requires that you complete a minimum of 5 major essays. It will be 5 for my class. Anything you do on Blackboard is evaluated via point scale, and your objectives, you're thinking about a lot of different objectives in this class. Understanding and writing in the rhetorical situation, classifying what genre conventions are in writing. We're using APA style for research, so you're learning about that. Identifying rhetorical appeals of persuasion, understanding what makes a credible source for research, learning about what multimodal design theory is, understanding and interpreting discourse communities, evaluating the world around you and evaluating communities that you might identify with, discuss course readings to analyze different concepts, critically analyze readings as well and apply the critical thinking to your essays and other work in the course, and understanding audience awareness. Being aware of your audience when you write, and many more. Always keep track of your grades. Any confusion? Always keep track of your grades through My Grades. I think it's still My Grades on Blackboard. I am using the newly Blackboard Ultra, so I'm learning it too. I'm used to the old school Blackboard, so I think it's called My Grades. I'll double check. Keep track of your grades. That's what matters. Don't hesitate to contact me about any confusions with grades, my grading policy, or any kind of point scale. I'm happy to help. By the end of the semester, a quote perfect score in this course is 1,000 points. I want to give you as many opportunities as possible. So each letter grade in this class is 100 points. Anywhere from 100 to 900 is an A, 899, 800 B, 799, 700 C, so on and so forth. So you have a lot of opportunity, which I think is great. Like I said, you have to, it's a requirement, write 5 essays for 1301. So, why is this telling me? Okay. So your 5 essays for this course will have specific assignment guidelines and a grading rubric for each. But these are the 5 essays, and these are the points that they're all worth. Together, they are worth 700 points. So your essays are worth 70% of your grade, so they're very important. It's a lot of work, so you deserve the credit. And then the other 300 remaining points for the course are through Blackboard module activities. So let me explain that a little bit more. Each week you'll complete various activities that are 10 points each, and you will have the week to review and complete those activities. Depending on the week, they will range from the following assignments: discussion postings, something called a writing activity, reading reviews, workshops with your peers or with me, topic proposals for your essays, etc. Some weeks you'll have 2 of these activities, each worth 10 points. Sometimes other weeks there'll be 3. It just depends, but it won't be more than 3. It won't be less than 2. Together, by the end of the semester, it's 300 points total. So make sure to always follow the course calendar to keep track of those weekly activities. So the grand total of all this is 1,000 points if my math is correct. 700 for the essay, 300 essays, 300 for the little activities each week. 1,000 points. And that's the grading. Instructor policy. Every instructor has their own policy, so it's so important to be clear on mine for this class. Your major essays should be typed on Microsoft Word, 12-point font, double-spaced, 1-inch margins, and Times New Roman or a similar font. I'll go into more detail with the essays for each assignment. They have their own assignment guidelines. They have a specific guideline and rubric we'll review and discuss when I introduce them. And some of them also require APA format for research. We're not really there yet, but we will be soon. Always review my feedback. I take time on essays because I read through them and I write feedback throughout the whole essay so that you can understand why you got the grades you got. And always look at the grading rubric as well. The Blackboard module weekly grades that I'm talking about here, the Blackboard module activities, let's say that. Weekly activity grades. Since this is an online course, you must complete participation credit through online Blackboard modules. They relate to the objectives discussed at the start of each week. Consider the following. At the start of each week, meaning on Mondays, the Blackboard module, the week, will be made available to you to review and complete. You will have the entire week to complete the modules, meaning from Monday through Sunday. It's strongly recommended you log on every Monday morning to review the module for the week. Doesn't mean you have to complete it right then when you log on, but just so you can plan your week around the module. Log on to Blackboard consistently and check your emails consistently. I could be getting in contact with you about something, and if you overlook it, that's not a good thing. So just log on to Blackboard consistently, daily if you can. Check your emails daily. This course is designed to pace yourself, and what I mean by that is, again, Monday morning you log in, you look at what's in the module, what's due for the week, you see all the lectures that I have in there for you to review, so that you can break up the week around the course. You cannot complete an entire module if you wait until Sunday night. It will not happen, and it will be very stressful. So break up the week, log on Monday, plan your week around it. Maybe you work a little bit Monday, maybe you work a little bit Tuesday, whatever works for you, but allow a very bare minimum of 6 hours, but it will be more per week for this course, because especially if it's a week where you're trying to finish up an essay as well. So you just want to plan out your weeks. That's the number one thing to think about in this online course. Communication is key, especially in an online course. Email me if you have difficulties with themes, objectives, essays, any of the Blackboard module activities, trying to find work, files not working, links not working, anything. I go into student mode to double check, but just always let me know if something's not working or if you have questions. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help you all. Important. If you know you'll be unable to submit an assignment ahead of time, submit it before it's due, not after. Do not wait until the last minute to contact me about missed work. You must communicate with me early on and consistently, or I will not know about any difficulties you are having, because if I don't hear from you and you're not doing the assignments, then I'm just going to assume you just didn't want to do it. So just remember, communication is key. And drop by office hours. I'm always here. Late work policy. If you don't submit any of the essays on time, you will have 3 other chances to submit, and this policy only applies to essays, not the weekly activities. The only essay, though, that cannot be submitted late is the very last essay of the course because it's due during finals week, so grades are due shortly after. So the following policy for those major essays: if an essay is 1 day late, it's a 25% deduction, 2 days late, 50%, 3 days late, 75%. If it's not submitted by the 3rd day, it's a 0, and you cannot submit it again. No excuses for that. I have to be strict with that. Don't email me any coursework or essays unless I tell you otherwise, because I get so many emails a day, so I wouldn't want to overlook what you're sending me. So just be careful with that. No other work can be submitted late, so that includes all those weekly activity grades. Those are due on Sundays. You have the whole week. Sunday closes, that's when they close. Rewrites. So regarding rewrites, if you receive a C or lower on an essay, I will allow you to make the edits and resubmit for a higher grade. Just consider the following. If you make the exact edits based on my feedback, you will receive 1 letter grade higher than your previous grade. So based entirely on every single comment that I leave on your draft. If you look at it, you make some edits, but not everything that I'm asking for. It's not the exact edits, but there is some. Then you'll receive half a letter grade higher. If no edits are made, meaning you just resubmit the exact same draft, well, then your grade will stay the same as the original grade. You have 1 week from when you receive the grade to revise and resubmit. I have to be strict with that just to make your life a little easier too, because it can be hard to keep your head above water if you have all these looming deadlines that are different. You're trying to keep up. So that's why it's important to check your email daily and just to check your grades daily, just in case I'm letting you rewrite something and you don't want to miss that opportunity. Rewrites only apply to the essays, and only essays 1 through 4, because the last essay, the 5th essay, cannot be revised because it's due during finals week, so we're out of time by then. No other coursework can be revised, meaning any of those weekly activity grades, the discussions, writing activities, reading reviews, workshops, topic proposals, etc. Classroom policies, again, are important just because every instructor has different policies. So for mine, for 1301, only use your EPCC web email or Blackboard message to communicate with me. I will not respond to any other outside email addresses that aren't associated with EPCC. That's a school policy that I have to follow as well. So no Gmail, no Yahoo, none of those accounts I can answer. When you email me, I will respond to them within 24 hours on Monday through Friday. So I'll get back to you within the day, within 24 hours. I'll check my emails on weekends, but it's not as consistent, so I can't guarantee that they will be answered within the weekend, within the 24 hours. So if you email me over the weekend, expect a response by Monday morning. And that's why you want to be careful and not wait for deadlines not work on deadlines until Sunday nights. Because if you have a question, you get stuck on something, you can't find something, I may not get to you in time. So just be careful with that. That's why you just want to preview the module and plan your week out around it. If you have questions about any of the work, it's best, I can answer simple questions over email, but if it's an in-depth question, I'm going to really encourage that we meet for either office hours, or if you can't meet during office hours, to schedule an appointment for us to meet. Because, again, waiting for an email does not guarantee a response, and sometimes emails are just too lengthy of a response, where I'd rather just have that conversation with you instead, because I want to help you through the work in this class. And so meeting on Teams during office hours is the best, or an appointment. Again, like I said, I keep saying this, so I'm just going to stop repeating it, but you can always schedule an appointment. Don't be discouraged by those virtual office hours if they don't work with your schedule. We all have different schedules, I understand. So just email me and schedule an appointment for us to meet at a different time. Withdrawing the course. If you need to withdraw from the course, that would be unfortunate, but I understand. We've all been there. I've had to do that before as a student. But speak to me first so we can see what's going on. If you end up deciding to drop, then I'll approve it as well, and you can drop. You can fill out your paperwork and withdraw. But just let me know if you do end up dropping so that I'm aware that you won't be in the class anymore. If you miss 2 consecutive weeks in a row of coursework, I kind of want to see what's going on. I want to see if something's going on, technology issues or anything. Please talk to me about that. So if you miss 2 consecutive weeks of coursework, I'll send you an email to see what's going on about your grade, and I'll also send your information to Early Alert just to see what's going on. If you do not respond to that first email within 24 hours, I'll send you one more email to follow up. If I don't hear from you again after that, you'll be dropped from the course, just because I don't want your GPA to suffer if you prolong staying in the course and it's not working out for you. But talk about any issues with me first. That's why I'm here. I want to help. If you're at a failing grade by October 5th, I will send you an email to discuss options about your grade, and also send your information to Early Alert, because that's getting towards halfway through the semester. If you don't respond to the second email within 24 hours, you will be dropped from the course. October 12th is the last day that I will drop students. So if you're failing after October 12th, you will stay enrolled in the course unless you decide to drop on your own. And always double check drop deadlines and all that, and I can help you with that calendar information as well. Feedback, any writing, all those weekly activities and discussions that you'll work on will be graded within 24 to 48 hours after the date they are due. So by Monday, they're due on Sundays, so by Monday or Tuesday you'll have those graded. All major essays are also due on Sundays except for that very last essay. Will be graded no later than 1 week after the date they are due, so they're due Sundays, most of them, and I'll have that full week to get them graded and returned to you. This is really important since we're in an online platform. Etiquette, being respectful of peers and myself is vital in having a positive work environment, so I will not tolerate rude comments, bullying, informal, disrespectful conversation. It's unacceptable in any form through discussion posts, emails, office hours, Blackboard mail, etc. So just common sense, right? Be respectful and include myself and your peers, and make sure to respect others. Be open to topics, be open to other people's ideas, things like that. You'll be given one warning if this is broken. If the behavior persists, I'll forward the information to my department. Technology, yay, the fun stuff. Technology is not perfect. I can attest to this. If you have difficulty submitting anything, email me at that exact time and date. I'll even add that, and date. If possible, record or take a picture and screenshot as proof to see what's going on. Make sure that the picture and screenshot also shows the time on the computer screen. Plagiarism is not tolerated. We're going to talk about it in this course. Your major essays are submitted through something called SafeAssign, and it's a plagiarism checker. If the results show that you've not completed original work, you will receive a failing grade on the essay. These are additional resources for you if it helps, especially that Blackboard help desk. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm adding it into my phone so that I know who to call if there's a Blackboard issue. So save that number. It's really helpful. And any other information that you need is here as well. And then just student service and academic statements. If this applies to you, take the time to read it, of course. And let me know if I can assist you with anything on this page as well. And then the most important part of the syllabus is my course calendar. Save this, check it weekly. Everything, all the modules that open up on Monday will relate to what's listed on the weekly deadlines. So take the time. I'm not going to go into it in this video, but everything that's due is there, what activities are due, and all that fun stuff. So if you have questions about anything, and the calendar is subject to change, maybe down the line, if certain objectives I want to change something, I may change it. If deadlines need to be pushed back, it probably won't happen, but it could happen. I will never push a deadline earlier because that's unfair to you, so that won't happen. So this is your syllabus. Make it your best friend, save it, and if you have any questions, let me know.